This is a bit of a random comparison, but both played the same roles. Both were vital second options to the team winning their conference finals. And both were the Robin to their Batmans. Obviously, Jaylen Brown, the Robin to Jason Tatum, and Jalen Williams, the Robin to SGA. And I feel like that voice cracked. And when we talk about Jalen Williams and Jaylen Brown, they both made big shot after big shot. And I feel like that's what sparked my interest for making this comparison. Both won them their team vital games. And the big shots I'm referring to is Jaylen Brown's game 1 tying shot that led the Celtics in overtime and eventually would win them the game. And then I feel like this one went very under the radar, but it's Jalen Williams making an open 3-pointer in a corner that gave OKC the point differential to eventually win the game. This was huge, man. I feel like Jalen Williams scoring in general has been very underrated. Now look, I'm not gonna lie to you. When this dude has a bad game, it's a very bad game. I mean, imagine King 1 Jazz hooping on the court. Actually, I was averaging 18 points in the rec league when I was like 14. What I'm trying to say is, when he's unreliable, he's very unreliable. But I'd say 80% of the time, he's being one of the best second options in the league. The amount of times this dude has bailed out the Thunder in Pacific Game 4, I couldn't count them on one hand. Probably the best bailout in the league besides Derek White, ironically enough. But when we're talking about 2024 Jaylen Brown, he played a little bit of a different role. See, Jalen Williams was making a lot of catch and shoot plays, a lot of off the dribble plays, right? What was blitz SGA? Okay, you take it, Jalen Williams. Drive to the basket, lob it to Chet Holmgren, pull up for a mid-range, kick it out to Isaiah Joe, Cason Wallace is in the corner, 3-pointer, bang. Jaylen Brown played a different role. He was more of a takeover player along with Tatum. When Tatum didn't have it going, then it was Jaylen Brown who was hitting the big shots. He wasn't much of a catch and shoot player. He obviously drove to the rim, I don't think I need to say that. But his big time mid-ranges, 3-pointers, and more importantly, his defense was something that I've never seen before in his career. I mean, I remember being a Celtics fan like a year ago. I mean, take me back, man. If y'all don't know, I'm a Celtics fan. Probably the best year of my life in terms of watching basketball. Jaylen Brown's blocks, his on-ball defense, his communication, it showed that he was a great leader of that team that season. It felt more of like Brown and Tatum taking over than just Tatum. So when we compare Jalen Williams and Jaylen Brown, we're comparing two guys who are first of all amazing second options, second of all made off the dribble plays, and third of all won their team a game. So this is why this sparked my interest. I feel like it's closer than people think, because I would assume the majority would say Jaylen Brown, and I'm not gonna get there yet. But look, right, Jalen Williams, this dude has been so under the radar in the playoffs. I don't know if it's just me. I don't know if I'm just under a rock like SpongeBob and Sandy with I'm Dante and 21 Savage. But this dude has been so fucking automatic the whole series. I couldn't tell if this was Michael Jordan I was watching or fucking Jalen Williams. Cross, tween, hezzy, get to the pull-up. In. SGA misses a shot. Jalen Williams rebound. Puts it back in. Jalen Williams 3-pointer. Got it. Like, it felt like I was commentating in my own head like Mike Brain whenever this motherfucker made a shot. And I barely do that shit. And when we talk about being a playmaker too, I mean, he was making the right passes. It wasn't like he was ball hogging or nothing. Which I think was kind of a big flaw with 2024 Brown. Even though he was amazing, right? He doesn't have many flaws. I think the one flaw that you could point out in this game is maybe not making the right pass. Maybe taking a bad or questionable shot attempt. I wouldn't say that was Jalen Williams versus the Wolves. I mean, if there was a better pass, he'd make it. And credit that to the coach, obviously, for his amazing defensive system. I think his name is like Mark Dagonut or some shit, I don't know. But one thing that 2024 Brown had over Williams is his consistency. Now look, I bring up how Jalen Williams isn't the most consistent, and when he has a bad game, it's a really bad game. That is true. He's had some really bad games this playoffs. And since we're talking about conference finals, yes, he's had some bad games this conference finals. When you go look at 2024 Jaylen Brown's performance in the conference finals, every performance was good. His worst performance was like 25 points, showing his consistency on top of how high of a level he was already playing. and that's what puts him over Williams to me. Also, something else, his leadership, right? Leadership will always be one of those undervalued traits that will never show up on a box score, but it's huge, man. Obviously, we don't have footage of the Celtics' timeouts during that conference finals. I mean, who would? But I can almost guarantee you, Jaylen Brown was a pivotal leader to that team, just like Jason Tatum. And I know some of you are saying, oh, why would Jada be the leader too? It's only his third season in the league. And although, yes, that is true, it is still a debate, and Jaylen Brown still has it over Williams, right? And consistency takes the cake for me. 2024 Jaylen Brown over 2025 Jalen Williams. Now I really want to hear what y'all think. Do y'all have 2025 Conference Finals Jalen Williams over 2024 Conference Finals Jaylen Brown? Subs are always appreciated. If you guys like content like this, basketball content, or want to just stay updated with the playoffs, I would highly recommend subbing to me. And until later, I'll see you on Mars. Peace.
ATL, check up, ATL, you telling me you falling out of love for me. Hope you can find someone to love you better than I did. Taking our memories on love and treating it like nothing. Taking our memories on love and treating it like gossip. It's my love for my grandmother make me gentle when I care for you.